close up to get the Trump in there.
All right, we'll get a close up. We'll let the viewers. All right, so you heard what happened at last night's meeting, did you?
I wasn't there, but I was informed about it.
Why did you decide not to go?
Because my executive committee term doesn't begin until next month.
This month?
June 13th. Are we in June already?
It's June 1st.
Oh my goodness, this month then, yeah.
Yeah. So, but you heard what happened. How'd you hear what happened?
Well, I've already been having meetings with James Dickey, who I get along well with, and the chair of the transition committee, my longtime friend Jerry Ward. We're going to take steps to make sure that the Republican Party functions smoothly, yet I will retain the bully pulpit.
So they're saying, I just spoke with James Dickey, and he's saying, you know, it's not an effort to take away power from you per se. It's an effort to just redistribute the power back to the committee, the bottoms up, you know, precinct chairs. What do you think about that?
Well, the committee already has that power to begin with, so you know, the changes are basically fine with me, and I'll do anything I can to facilitate the running of the Travis County Republican Party. But I'm not going to be a typical hack for Republicans. I'm not going to get up on stage and tell you what a great guy George P. Bush is, the guy who's using the land commissioner slot so he can run for president of the United States. I'm not going to support a bunch of statist Republicans. You know, I'll support local Republicans, and I'll support small government liberty-oriented Republicans.
Something James said to me that, you know, he was only taking away responsibilities that you had indicated that you don't want. Is that true?
Well, I don't have a whole lot of interest in the day-to-day functions of the party. My true interest is political truth-telling, which I always say here in Austin, Texas. You know, Lyndon Johnson murdered John Kennedy. George Herbert Walker Bush was running the drug running in Iran-Contra. And Hillary Clinton murdered 76 innocent people at Waco. My God, can't we do a little bit of political truth-telling every now and then? Does it always have to be elect whatever hack your party is putting up there, whether it's a Clinton or a Bush?
But so you do realize there are responsibilities by law that you do have to carry out and...
That's true, and I was elected by law, and I will carry those responsibilities out. But if they want to help me run the functioning of the party, I'm willing to facilitate that.
Tell me about the responsibilities that you know that are required for you by law.
Okay, you have to call a meeting of the party. You have to pass bylaws. You have to call for an election. It's very important. You know, the chair has to sign off on that. Okay, if the chair doesn't sign off on an election, you may not have Republicans on the ballot. Okay, those are duties that the bylaws cannot take away and cannot change. So it's critically important. Do you understand that? And you can't overturn an election. And I have critically important duties, and they understand that. So I will facilitate the running of the party, and I will retain the bully pulpit to tell political truth and call out both Republicans and Democrats who need to be called out.
Something else that happened last night was they voted to authorize the creation of a separate legal entity. What do you think about that?
Well, that's probably for political fundraising. I mean, that's fine too, but I'm sure they will release enough money to keep the party running because it's in their interest to do so. You understand that? You can't have a party evaporate and not have any money in there. So enough money will be coming in to run it. At least I hope it will.
Well, this is just kind of a separate part, people separating from the party and just doing social media stuff, separate fundraising stuff that they
and you know, I would the net impact will be zero anyhow, because any kind of money we're going to be raising for local candidates, I would have released to local candidates anyhow. Okay, and so as far as social media, I've got a pretty strong presence on social media, if you understand that.
That was my next question. You obviously do have a very strong presence on social media. Do you find it offensive at all that they would try and limit your access to the GOP parties?
Well, it's understandable. I mean, I am a flamethrower, and I have kicked Republican officials in the nuts constantly and enjoyed every minute of it every day of the week. And I think of having a person like me who really much hates and detests so many prominent Republicans as the party chair is actually a benefit in Travis County, where most people do not like the Republican Party. So I'm with the majority in Travis County. But hopefully we'll start electing Liberty Republicans, who aren't allied with the Clinton crime family, the Bushes are, and maybe we'll get a better name if we do that. And maybe if we pull back just a tad on the social issues, which is, not my priority. I'm really into cutting spending, cutting government. We might be a little more popular. So I understand, the moves they make, but I'm here.
Do you realize how serious this is? That you're about in 13 days. You're about to be the chairman of a county Republican Party.
Well, actually, it's not that serious because the Travis County Republican Party has been a toothless tiger for 25 years, or a toothless kitten. It's like being named the head football coach of a 1-10 football team, then suddenly becoming internationally famous. Okay. I'm the reason we're internationally famous, okay? Not because of what the party's been doing for 20 years, okay? It's not like it's a powerhouse of political power in the United States of America. It's kind of like the Bad News Bears from the 1970s, and I'm kind of like, am I Tatum O'Neal or am I the coach? Who was the coach? The coach was pretty amazing. I'm like the coach of the Bad News Bears now. Walter Matthau, right?
So why do you want to be that guy? Why do you want to be affiliated with this party that you say is a joke?
Well, all political parties are a joke. That's the point. So you have the Democratic Party that's putting up a vicious, criminally minded, angry bull dyke for their national candidate, Hillary Clinton. And then you have the Republican Party that has the Bush family, that has Mitt Romney, who invented Obamacare, that has John McCain, that wants to bomb Iran, and on and on and on. And some folks don't like Trump, and I have my own problems with Donald Trump myself. So it's not just that the local Republicans are a joke, it's that political parties themselves are a joke, and we need to focus on some other important issues, which is political truth-telling and holding people accountable in your own party. And activists are very loath to do that.
So I know I've asked you this before, but you still agree that you're using this as a platform to get your opinions out there?
Well, of course, an international platform. My penis has been discussed in the media, in foreign media, worldwide. I think that's astounding. I'm an advocate for big boobs and big breasts. That's going to be a top priority of the Travis County Republican Party. What politician would say that? Good God, these basic human needs and everything. And then a little bit of truth-telling thrown in. And if we elect a few Republicans, well, God bless us.
So how do you think those two things apply to local politics?
Politics is what you make of it. There are some people who are insane who think that the government should provide them health care. Okay, I'm sorry. There are communists, socialists, and liberals who are crying around their knees wearing diapers who think the government should give them health care. I'm not one of those. I think that, the Republican Party should be promoting big boobs and big titties.
Okay. I guess, what do you say? I mean, you're sitting there in a jester's hat. We did this last time, and you were in the same jester's hat. What do you say to the people who are like, this guy's a joke?
The joke's on you. I'm just a political truth teller, and people will say that, I'm not a political party hack, as I've told you many times, and so, the joke's on you.
All right. Anything else you want to say?
Well, I do think it's the irony of ironies that, some of the local Republican Party don't like me or have a problem with me when I'm the nation's #1 anti-Hillary Clinton activist. I'm #1. There's nobody else who's researched them more and done more damage to them on the internet and in the media. And my co-author, Roger Stone, only happens to be Donald Trump's longest political advisor since 1980. And Donald Trump is going to take the material in my book, The Clintons' War on Women, and use it like a crowbar to beat the Clintons into a little bitty pulp in about 3 or 4 months. That's the irony of irony, okay? I'm going to help take down the Clinton crime machine, yet the local Republican Party might have a little bit of problem with me.
So it's safe to say you're not voting for Hillary.
I'm voting against Hillary. Doesn't mean I'm voting for Trump, but I do think that Hillary Clinton must be napalmed.
Okay. Do you think you're ready? Are you ready in 13 days to take this responsibility and tackle it?
Well, you keep asking that like in disbelief, but politics is what you make of it, okay? It doesn't have to be, I mean, the notion that somebody wants to have the government pay for their health care is a ludicrous joke to me, okay? So if other people want to look at my political positions and have a similar point of view, they're certainly welcome to, okay? But it's what you make of it. And I've got the bully pulpit, and it's probably going to be a pretty fun 2 years, Steph.
Can't wait. I'm not doubting you. I'm just saying. I'm just asking if you're ready.
Yeah, well, I want to. One thing is I want to see what percent of the vote Hillary Clinton gets in Travis County in 2016. I want to keep her under 60%. If I keep Hillary Clinton under 60% of the general election vote, with the Republicans and the Libertarians getting the rest, I'll call that a win, because it'll probably mean that we'll win Gerald Dougherty's seat and we'll probably win Don Zimmerman's seat on the city council. Those are both going to be very close races, and if we can just beat down Hillary enough, if Trump can do that, that'll probably be doable. If this were Obama on the ticket in 2008, it'd be a much harder for Republicans in Travis County, but it's not.
You can just get cutaways now, but I'll just keep talking. What was I just going to ask you? Oh, what do you think about Hillary coming out and saying she thinks she's going to win Texas?
That who she doesn't live with and who she doesn't have a child with. Chelsea's the daughter of Webb Hubbell. Who she does not live with Bill. Okay, I hate to break the news to you. Okay.
I've been to their house before.
Yeah, they're usually not there cuddling. He has the Energizer Bunny there, and then the Secret Service calls in and says, "Get her out of the house before Hillary's coming." So Hillary Clinton, well, only Erica Grider of Texas Monthly and Hillary Clinton thinks she has a chance winning Texas. That's just absurd and laughable. I can't wait to watch Erica Grider's psychological meltdown on her blog in a couple months, because it's going to happen.
Thanks for nominating me for a Pulitzer, by the
They
way.
submit that and everything, and also I don't know if I forget if I told you this before or not, but we've submitted. I submitted my book, The Clintons' War on Women, for the Texas Book Festival. Have I mentioned that in the interview
I
yet?
think you might have, yeah.
Okay, and so that book has gotten 597 reviews on Amazon.com. Donald Trump has tweeted about it, and see, here's the beautiful thing, Steph. So you're seeing the rise of Trump, who I may or may not like, and you're seeing me, the rise of me, and that is so counter to the political establishment of both political parties. So you don't see Trump running around kissing up to the Republicans. He's out there to destroy them.
You're the Travis County
He is
version of Donald
he is
Trump.
a wrecking ball of the Republican Party, and that's what needed to be done. And that's why loser Bernie Sanders will never be president. It's an important point, because he would not take on Hillary in the Democratic primary. He would not say, "You're a criminal, your husband's a serial rapist, you run terror campaigns on women, you're a thug." He won't talk about her emails, her server, her private server. She's doing that to avoid FOIA requests, okay? He won't say, "You're above the law." He won't say, "You have a corrupt Clinton Foundation where foreign governments give that to with the Clintons." And he's not going to win, because he's a loser. And he had all the material that I've talked about. He has all these weapons at his disposal, but he was too chicken to take on the Clintons, because it would have had to make an omelet, you have to break some eggs, and Bernie Sanders wasn't willing to break eggs in the Democratic Party, which is why he's not going to win, which is why he's a loser, which is why he's not brave and courageous, because you have to take on the Clintons full frontal, whether you're out of the party or, more importantly, in the party. If he would have done that, he would have made some folks mad, and he would have had a chance of winning. His only chance of winning is if the Obama Justice Department indicts Hillary Clinton in the next 2 months.
So we're going to do some math here. Would you say that you are to Travis County as Donald Trump is to America?
No, because I'm more of a truth teller than Donald Trump, but we're both brash.
All right, I'll take it.
Okay.
All right, I think we're good.
All
Done with
right, we're
cutaways?
good.